Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways, doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty. The sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom. Now, this is a brother Yawahala from the Kingston, Jamaica camp once again. Just want to do a lesson on basically knowing and understanding. You see me? So I just went into these words. I just want to get into the nitty gritty of it and get some scriptures, mainly the law, you understand me? And the difference or the dynamics of the law, why we keep it, why we follow it, the whole dynamics of faith. So, let's get to it. Hope this lesson is not too long and I pray that it's edifying. You see me? So, first word we're gonna look into is to know. You see me? Um, when you look into the definition of from Merriam-Webster, it says here to perceive directly, to have direct cognition of, to, to have understanding of, to recognize the nature of, you see me? To recognize as being the same as something previously, you see me? To be acquainted or familiar with, which, you know, most of us can relate with this one. Isn't it? You know something, you know right from wrong. You're not supposed to walk out in the street. 'Cause them tell you, um, when you're across the road, them tell you say, yo, don't just walk out in the road. You can tell somebody say, yo, them tell you see somebody that you say, no, 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 no. Them tell me not to do that still. You see me? You understand? And that's just an example. Or for example, eat pork. Say, yo, I'm not eat pork still. My father tell me, so I'm not eat pork. You understand me? And you leave it there. You understand? As it say, you to have experience of. You understand me? But when I go in the definition of understanding, yeah, bear with me every time, this computer is a dinosaur, so bear with its Jurassic mentality. It's very slow and prehistoric, but yeah, man. So as it says here, to understand now. So here what understand definition goes into to grasp the meaning of. You understand me? To grasp the reasonableness of, to have thorough or technical acquaintance or expertness in practice of. So you realize the difference? It's say you basically know, you just know that it's there. You just basically acquainted with it. You've heard it before. You've seen it before. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, you have heard of that. You get me? That's it. But the difference with understanding something, when you grasp something, you hold it, you attain it. When you grasp something, you grasp the meaning of somebody tell you, say, yo, don't just cross the road like that. Why? You see me? Because vehicles are passing and can hit you. When you cross on the road, this is what you do. You understand me? So you grasp the understanding of why not to just walk out in the street. You understand me? You grasp the reasoning ability of why not to eat pork. Why? Because of cancer causing agents. You see me? Basically, it's a meat where it's a animal. The pork come from pig. Animal designed to eat waste and decaying things, dead things. That's what the animal is designed to do. And you basically, if you eat the animal, that you eat what them eat in turn. You understand? So you understand the dynamics of how it is. Isn't it? It's the same thing of the law. You understand me? We don't just get up and just do the law for do the law say, because we know we're supposed to do it. Because the scripture say, yo, we have to follow the law, statutes, and commandments. Isn't it? In this day and age, we can't do it perfectly. You understand me? But the things that we do understand why we should do it, we try to keep it as best as possible because we see the health benefits. We see the basically the benefits of going through and following through with it. You understand me? So let's dive into some precepts. First one I want to get into is Galatians 3. as we say, the kind of prehistoric. Just open them tabs here and them are reload again. You see me? So basically Galatians 3 and 11, but let me start at 10. You see me? So Galatians 3 verse 10. For as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them. So basically, if you don't follow the law and not just some of it, all of it, if you short one, you curse, yo. You see me? You're condemned. You understand me? You break one, you break all, basically. You understand me? So, but that but that no man is justified by the law in the sight of the Most High. You see me? You can't say, Lord, because me and the all everything. You get me? You have the Lord owe you salvation. No, you see me? It doesn't work like that. You understand me? Especially in this time, because right now in the time we're living, we can't keep the law perfect. You understand me? It is evident for that the just shall live by faith. Faith of the thing, yo. Believing in the Most High. You see me? Trusting in the Most High and understanding. We move from the point of just knowing to understanding things. You see me? This is why we eat the role. You understand me? To not just only know the scriptures, but understand the scriptures, yo. You understand me? That we can what? Live by faith. Because that's the ultimate thing we're moving on to. You understand me? Why this did happen, why the prophets them come before, why the prophets them that tell Israel to turn back from the wickedness, turn back from them other gods, why we not follow them other gods, why we supposed to follow the Most High, why we supposed to keep his commandments, understand why all these dynamics are very important. You understand me? That's the difference. You understand me? Keeping the Sabbath service. We don't keep it because we know we're supposed to keep it, and we didn't know you do it because you understand why. Because even some of the things tonight we can't do. You understand me? You know, get up and tell a man say, oh, you have to circumcise before you can come at the Sabbath. Yeah, before you can keep the Passover, Salah, yeah, Sabbath service Passover, yeah, but you can't keep the Passover because you're not circumcised. No, you see me, you can keep the Passover being uncircumcised, you see me, right? But if you can get circumcised, do it because it has health benefits. You understand me? You understand why the Lord said you get circumcised. You see me? It was just basically as the scripture say a contract or betwixt Abraham or the seed of Abraham and the Most High. It shows say yo look, me make the covenant between me and you see me, and to show that signing off or that basically that bond or agreement we're going to do that covenant here, you to circumcise you on your seed from here on out. You understand me? And the Lord make that between Abraham between the Most High and Abraham. You understand me? And that's just their contractual agreement. You understand me? Yo, are you more for keep them law, statutes, and commandment and your seed, and for show that token agreement there, circumcised. But then when you understand the purpose or the design of being circumcised, it makes sense, yo. So you move from the point of just doing it because you know say you're supposed to do it, but do it because you know why or the benefit or the significance behind it. You understand what I'm trying to say? You see me? Verse 12. And the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live by them. Yeah, if you do them, you have to do all of them, yo. You see me? You have to follow all of them. And as we say, we in a dispensation and time, oh, we can't do that, yo. You see me? That's why it's in the first part. And the law is not of faith. You understand? Because you have to follow all of them, and mean say you're not gonna believe and understand everything you just do it. But when you have faith in the Most High, this is when you learn the dynamic side. This is when you learn why. You see me? What happens when you don't do it and what happens when you do it. You see me? The ones that when you know say you need to practice all that. We can't, as we say, we can't keep all of them, but we try keep the we try keep We try to do them as best as possible. You understand me? Especially when you understand what it means or what it does. You see me? It brings more significance to it, yo. You understand me? And that builds your faith. You see me? Next scripture here. It won't be too long winded with these breakdowns, but um Romans 3 and verse 19. Now we know that what things soever the law saith, it saith to them who are under the law, so who are followed, to the law who are follow the law. You understand me? That every mouth may be stopped, and all the world may be guilty before the Most High. You understand me? Guilty. Why? Because if you slip on one, you slip upon all. You understand me? And as we say, we all have. You see me? Therefore, by the deeds of the law, there shall no flesh be justified in his sight. Right? You know what I'm saying? If you broke one, you broke all. Hence why you're not justified before the Most High, because we're not in at a time period to follow everything. For by the law is the knowledge of sin. You know what I'm saying? That's how we know, because the scripture tells us, say, yo, sin is the transgression of the law. So that's how you know you sin. You see me? So how we know we sin? Law. That's it. You understand me? And we all know, say, oh, everybody sin and come short. You see me? As it states here in 23, 3 and 23, Romans 3 and 23. For all have sinned and come short of the glory of the Most High. And that's true. None of us are perfect in this time period. None of us are guilt free. You understand me? All of us have fallen short. You understand? Going to the next precept here and final precept. I'm gonna just close it up because I think we just want to get the point across. Is me just know and understand why you do. Just not just knowing say yo you're not supposed to report, but understand why you're not supposed to do it. You understand me? That way you know do it and then they say, oh, like back then in Israel them usually when them go off and them sin, just bring an offering and just give the priest the offering and yo them good again. So it wasn't perfect at that time because they didn't understand. So them just see sometimes them just sin willingly, like them just, oh, I'm enough to do this, them just do it and then just bring a peace offering and then good again. You understand me? But for do it and understand why. You understand me? Hence why the law give, basically following the law extend your life. You understand me? Because when they do things that are against the law, it literally destroys you. As simple as we can put it. Wearing um wearing clothes or the scripture say you know to mix your fabric. You understand me? And when you understand why what happens when you mix your fabric, your body give off a certain frequency and your clothes where you wear have a certain frequency. And when you wear the certain clothes, it cut your body frequency and it literally basically affects you in the long run. You see me? Not even in the long run, in the in the overall works of it all. You understand me? And if you don't understand that, you just do it. Oh, man, just pray on the Most High forgive me, or we have grace now. So no, you do it because you understand why, and it helps you. You live better. You understand me? Your spirit, your spirit can connect to the Most High even better, yo. You understand me? Dynamics like that when you get into it, it makes sense. You see me? So this is Romans 4 verse 13. For the promise that he should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or of his seed through the law, but through the righteousness of faith. You understand me? So the law never turn around and say, yo, oh, I've been following the law, I've been doing the law. You're not justified by the law. You can't come and say, Lord, I've done everything and kept your laws, statutes, and commandments. So, yo, I have a right for fit in a chariot in the time to come when, missile fly and everything. The Lord should save me. I'm a part of the elect. No, you're not guaranteed any of that. You understand me? For if they which are of the law be here, faith is made void. You see me? and the promise made of none effect. That's true. Isn't it? For if they which are of the law be here, as me explained just a while ago, isn't it? If you feel say because you follow the law, you're obligated to it. Isn't it? Faith is made void. You know no reason for faith. If me just keep all the law, statutes, and commandments, me no need to do nothing else, and the Lord will save me. No, you see me? And the promise made in none effect because the Most High says this in the promise. Say we are gonna go off and same are gonna deliver we. You understand me? It's all a part of the works of the Lord, yo. It's all a part of the script. You see me? Because the law worketh wrath, for where no law is, there is no transgression. Exactly. If the law is not there, then if the law say what if you not say nothing specific in the law, say you know for do this or do that, there's no transgression there, you know, break the law. You understand me? Law never tell us you can't sleep with a woman 2 times, 3 times for the day. You see me? No, there is no law that states that. Hence, transgress the law, break the law. So if you want to sleep with a woman, any amount of time through that or one day, you see me, you're not broke the law. You get where me I come from? You see me, verse 16. Therefore, it is of faith that it might be by grace. You understand me? Because we have a grace period of time. Because all of us, as we read earlier, all of us sin and come short of the all of us have sinned and gone off. You see me? But through faith, you see me? We have grace, yo, to turn back and reconcile towards the Most High. You get me? You understand? Further down. To the end, the promise might be sure to all the seed. You see me? This is not for everybody, but the seed of who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, yo. Not to not to that only which is of the law, but to that also which is of the faith of Abraham, who is the father of us all. You see me? Point here, as it is written, I have made thee a father of many nations before him whom he believed, even the Most High, who quickeneth the dead and, and calleth those things which be not as though they were. Yeah, so we know why Abraham got chosen because he believed in the Most High, basically, and the Most High, you see me, choose him, um, which was already preordained to do and everything. But I hope this lesson was edifying. I hope the point was went across well. You see me? So with that, I just want to say Kal Halalumlah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, shalom to the brothers in the highways and byways doing this work in all sincerity and in all honesty, the sisters, the believers, the helps. Shalom.